Hello friends, 635 days of war. As far as Russian-Ukrainian war scenario is concerned, changes are taking place, though at a small pace. And in the meantime, massive interdiction missions are continuing from both the sides, trying to cause war attrition against the enemy, and of course in favor of themselves. While talking on interdiction missions, Russians used many Ziramium drones to hit Ukrainian targets in Kiev, Odisha, Pultova, Cherkasy, and other regions, and of course all along the battle line. While Ukrainians continued combined strikes in Crimean Peninsula with missiles, unmanned boats and planes, that is UAVs, anti-ship missiles. However, no major damages have been reported, and they are continuing as before, shelling in the northern side of adjacent Russian territories as well as in the east. Coming to war zone in south on Kherson front, Ukrainians are continuously attacking Pyoma and Peshanovka. Fight in Krinky is continuing. They were able to expand their bridgeheads in Krinky and marginal gains towards the west. On Zaporizhia front, Ukrainians carried out heavy artillery attacks, followed by ground attacks on Rovnoe, Novoprokopovka and Verbo-Rabotino directions, and did make some small advance. As far as Russian army is concerned, they advance along N08 motorway from Novofidovka. However, in totality, as far as south is concerned, there have not been major changes, though Ukrainians hold initiative in Kherson direction, and almost we can say neutral as far as Zaporizhia front is concerned. In north, Russians have been making small gains at a very slow pace on Kupian-Swatovo direction. Down south, Crimea Liman, except counter-battery operation, nothing major is happening. Small scale ground offensive operations have been taking place from both the sides. Coming to east now, Russian army conducted offensive operation in Marinka and also towards Nevelskoye, Pirvomaiskoye, Sivernoye, and from Yasynovotaya direction up to Avdiivka. Talking about Avdiivka, counter-attacks near coke plant from Stepnoe, that is Petrovsky, by the Ukrainians were carried out and regained part of the position near railways. Though Ukrainians' gain as far as Avdiivka is concerned is very minor. As far as Russians are concerned, they continued their advance towards AKSZ plant, that is Avdiivka coke and chemical plant, and they also attacked Khimik train station and made gain towards Vesely. As far as industrial zone is concerned, it can be assumed that Russians are almost in control of this particular region. So we can sum up as far as Avdiivka is concerned. In northern flank, Russians made limited gains. However, in south and industrial zones near Yasynovotaya, two stations, they advanced appreciably and have taken tactically good positions. On Bakhmut front, the Russians carried out attacks towards Klishivka and expanded its control in northern outskirts of the establishment. Ukrainians carried out counterattacks northwest of Haudis, which is approximately 25 kilometers south of Bakhmut. However, the Russians were able to blunt the operation and they pushed Ukrainians not only to the original position but even further away and managed a good tactical positions. Few words on what is happening in Israel-Palestinian war. Haudis of Yemen have seized an Israeli cargo ship traveling from Turkey to India, passing through Red Sea. There are reports that armed clashes have taken place in Jerusalem between resistance fighters and IDF soldiers. Otherwise, full-fledged war is continuing as far as Gaza Strip is concerned under the guidance of American imperialist powers. Well, that's all as far as war conflict is concerned. I am in Delhi where I am part of almost a huge cauldron, rather suffocating kitchen you can say, where AQI, air quality indicator has crossed 400. Pretty bad situation. Who is launching war against whom? Common people cannot have control over what you say. Air purifier installed in your houses. Impossible. The population of Delhi itself is close to 20 million and large amount of people do come and go back carrying out their day or night duties. You can say floating population. Situation is really bad as far as climate is concerned. It is not normal climate crisis, but it is emergency. Well, thank you friends. See you tomorrow.